man.
You know what?
Yo, welcome back to the Players Only Review. It's Horsey Swerve.
It's the right guy.
It's your boy Cruz.
It's Jazz.
And today we're back doing a brand new video. I know you guys want us to do the music reactions, but since we are called Players Review, we decided to do the brand new Last of Us TV show.
Woo, something new for the channel. I'm excited for that.
This is something we're like excited about because this is one of our favorite games
Of all time, yeah.
No, this was my favorite game of all time until, Elden Ring came out. But, that's a
It's in my
You
top
like
10.
Elden Ring that much?
Bro, Elden Ring's the best game ever made.
Damn.
Yep.
No, yeah.
So if you guys show some love, keep on doing this. If not, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, just testing the waters.
But I want to start off with you, right? Since I think you played this game about 15 times. So
No, honestly, it's really an unreal amount of time. I've been playing this game for literally generations, from PS3, PS4, to PS5, which is honestly 3 separate games.
Didn't you get that trophy too for it?
I platinumed every single time, except for the PS3 version. So
you platinum the remastered, the remake,
The one you remastered like all of these years.
No, but yeah, Last of Us is actually like one of my favorite medias of all time. We don't talk about part 2 though. We're not gonna mention that. All right now, we're talking about Last of Us Part 1 and how well they did on that first episode.
So can I ask you for any things you had before the show started?
Like, you mean like my expectations?
Yeah, what were you looking for?
Oh, dude, honestly, I was just I wasn't even expecting a full on adaptation of what happened in the game. I thought it was gonna be like, okay, we have these characters, now we're just gonna have them set in this world. Like, you know how The Walking Dead did it?
Yeah.
Like they had their game and then they had their show.
Comic books and stuff
Never intertwined. Not once did those stories intertwine. So that's what I didn't know they were doing that. So once I found that out, I was like, oh man, here we go.
How about you, Cruz?
I didn't think they was gonna do it just like kind of the same thing he said. I didn't think they was gonna do it just like the game, but they did it so good, in my opinion, that it was like holy shit. Like,
keep in mind, Rafi did not play.
I didn't play it, but I watched it.
Yeah.
So I think I watched
we never got to experience.
Yeah, experience.
What about you, Jazz? What'd you feel before the news? Like when you first got that news, Last of Us, HBO.
Honestly, I was just hoping they did the characters right because that was like what made the game excellent.
Yeah,
it was like the I don't know how to put it, like the
emotions.
Yeah, like that whole connection. Like you can feel the emotion in each and everything. So as long as they got the characters right, they could change the story a little bit, but as long as the plot and everything was somewhat the same, I could hang with it. But
me personally, man, like as you know, we talk a lot about TV shows. I think HBO was the pinnacle of TV shows.
I agree.
So when I saw that HBO was making this thing, I said, I told Rock, I said, I don't think it's gonna miss. And you would love it, because it's your favorite game prior to that.
See, that's the thing. It's like I have so much love for that first game. Like, you know how hard it is to make my 12-year-old self cry in that beginning scene, that opening scene. I was 12. I don't even know what emotions are. I was going through puberty.
You're 12 yourself? Your 12-year-old self?
The game came out 2013.
Imagine my 22-year-old self crying for shit.
Oh, bro, I cried every time. I understand.
Let's get into it. What do you feel about your first thoughts of the show?
From the first episode, I really did enjoy it. Did I think it was perfect? No. There are some little nitpicks that I'll do here and there. There is one thing that I'm kind of curious on what they do about, and that's Ellie herself. But before we get into that, yeah, this was a really good fucking first episode. I think they set the tone, the environment so good, so perfectly for this type of story, for what they're trying to do, and the way they did it the way they shot it, how it was I don't know if you guys noticed, but when they expect something, it's exactly out the fucking game. Like when she got that knife out the drawer, Sarah.
She did the little
put it back, or when she was she was in the house and she was going towards the bookshelf. It was kind of like a player view. It's she's gonna go this way, but she went this way.
That was one of my favorite parts of this episode where they mended the hard things about video game adaptations, the gameplay aspect.
Yeah,
because it's really hard to, because games are made to play. So a lot of the the Sonic and all these and Tomb Raider, Uncharted, they don't really do good at the gameplay aspect. But that scene where Sarah and them are in the car driving to the traumatized. You're watching her in the game, I said, it wasn't in the game. You were sitting there looking throughout the window. And
honestly, I think the way they handle Sarah is obviously the game it didn't have that much time with Sarah. It's hey, here's your daughter. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert, she's dead. So
for the pressure of that actor to have believe it or not, this is the most important character right now.
We're talking
This-
about Sarah?
Yeah,
Oh.
this episode, you gotta
You gotta nail
kill it.
that.
Like you gotta nail it. Like that character is literally like the most important character of episode 1, in my opinion.
Oh,
What do you
for
feel
sure.
about? What do you feel about Sarah?
100%. Like, because in the game, y'all remember the game where y'all like looking at was it Sarah? Yeah, Sarah. It's like she's looking all around, but she literally just saw a dude get killed. She's seeing like the city burn down. Her father's in dismay, all that, and she has like a regular face, like, oh well, I wonder what's happening here. But in the show, it's like she's so traumatized
Great
that
point.
Yo,
she
I'm
will
gonna
not
be
like
alright.
change her face.
Great point. Great
All right,
point. Great
look,
point.
this is gonna sound kind of fucked up, but like you gotta hear me out, right? I'm kind of glad that Sarah is dead because for her to live, she was so, especially like the way they did her in this thing, she was so perfect. Like she was just so like she
was a girl.
took care of the neighbors.
Yeah.
She didn't want to though.
I mean, yeah.
She's a growing
All
child.
right, come on.
She can't be perfect. Come on, Ralphie.
Like, no, I think she killed that shit. I'm glad that they gave my man Joel some culture. You feel me? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking my man.
What do you
I was gonna say back to like the thing where it made it show like it's a game. When she was trying to look for the watch and the money, like the way that she took the watch out and like put it, and then like I was like, damn, yo, like shit feels like I'm playing this shit right now.
No,
Like,
that's
what-
that was
what they did.
perfect. Like it was.
We're talking
totally
about
perfect.
Sarah. We have to like include that they added so much to her little backstory.
Bro,
So what do you feel about that? A guy
bro,
who
I'm
is
so glad. Like, see, that's the thing. You know
Like
what I think?
DLC.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I think they're doing for this show? It's like everything they couldn't do in the game, like all that extra stuff they couldn't do in the game, bam, put in the show.
Because you know the dude who made it is like actually directed
Yep.
everything.
Yeah, Neil Druckmann. Yeah, I know
And
that.
really?
And the
That's
other
what
guy
they did.
is the guy from Chernobyl, and he has Chernobyl
Oh,
is
the
the
writer,
hot.
right?
The writer and director.
Oh, right.
He directed this episode.
Holy
He
shit.
has the highest rated show of all time. Chernobyl is ranked on IMDb the
Yeah,
highest.
because
rated show of all
he
time.
sets the mood for like a apocalyptic
apocalyptic.
apocalyptic like setting so good because Chernobyl.
Yeah,
That's basically our apocalypse right there. And then with this one right here with the the infection and everything, he's just in the mood, the tone,
dude.
the lighting, everything.
So-
Speaking of the infected,
Oh, I was gonna say before we get to there, you want to end off Sarah's? Like, what do you feel about her death?
oh, bro, honestly, like after seeing it so many times, and I kid you not, so many times. I don't know why I press New Game and New Game Plus that many times. But I've watched it so many times, and for her to do an even better job at tugging at my heartstrings, oh my god, I'm still mad. I'm still mad at a certain someone for not experiencing that scene the same as me.
Man, my girlfriend was balling, bro.
That's
She actually like,
I'm not gonna
oh,
lie,
crazy.
that's what I was expecting. But but oh my, the way bro, that whoever I feel like I feel so bad. I gotta know that actress's name. Because the way she dies, bro, she should play in every movie the way she does that.
Yeah.
Because that was so good.
For her little screech, oh my
Yeah,
god.
she did a good job.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no.
goodness.
Last
did a
thing
good
before
job.
we do a little time skip, we didn't mention the intro scene, bro. That was brand new from the game. The doctors.
Oh yeah, oh
Bro,
my
that
god,
was
that whole intro
fantastic.
scene
It was
was
good.
I even knew I needed that.
Dude, I want to stop taking shrooms. I was like, god damn, this fucking might be killing me.
Yo, this is kind of scary. Nah, I also kind of like how they changed the date a little bit because in the original game, the timeline, the upgrade day is in 2013, like when the game came out.
And
They made it, but they, huh?
It is.
Look,
No,
it's
no,
2023.
no,
they
the
changed
show is 2003.
No. The thing was in 2003.
The shroom thing.
The shroom thing
No,
was
that was 1968.
no, that was 2003, wasn't it?
No,
you
no.
talking
That was,
No, you are right.
That was
No,
yeah,
yeah,
68.
That was 1968, and then it went to 2013, and then the
20
girl
years
said,
later.
"Oh, these 19-year-olds."
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
kind of like how like they made the time skip. Okay, now it's 2023. Now it's like, oh, now
it's
we're
crazy how we just came off COVID. Like, it's just like.
that's exactly what they
Yeah.
were going for with the whole. Oh, you don't fear a pandemic happening? Or
Right,
like that's
right.
exactly what they were going for.
Run us through the time skip. How do you feel about the where the game really starts at? Our story really starts.
Oh yeah, the time skip. Tess. Let me just not bring up like random characters. The way they started like introducing like how Fedra gets down by straight up murdering that kid, no remorse.
Yeah.
They again, bro, they did a lot of things right with this episode. They set up the bad guys perfect. And the thing is, it's like they treat them like they're not the bad guys, and that's what I like.
But I forgot all about her. I was like, that's poor little kid.
Also, a little thing is they showed you how much Joel doesn't give a fuck no more about life.
Oh
When he
my
just grabbed her and just.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? He
Here's
grabbed the
what
little
I feel.
kid and he didn't give a fuck.
No, here's what I
You
feel.
know
I
mean?
feel like he's going through like this. He cares because obviously we're going to know he cares, but it's just that he's not trying to get attached. That's like his whole character. He's trying not to get
it was
attached.
perfect how they added that scene. That scene was perfect. Like the lady was like, I can't do it. He was like, whatever. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, talking about
he knows
it
how
tells
that
you like,
feels.
damn, like this dude doesn't. You know what I mean? Like his mind is like fucked up.
Talking about Joe, what do you feel about Pedro Pascal's?
Oh, dude, I don't think they could have gone a more perfect guy for Joel. I'm being honest. I mean, like, yeah, you could have gotten someone more grittier, more like scruffier. Well, Pedro Pascal is he's an actor.
World class actor.
That man is an actor.
The beard's not the same, right? They have different beards.
No one cares about.
To be honest, I dead ass like this. How good Pedro was. I wasn't looking at Pedro anymore. I really
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Fucking The Mandalorian and Joel Miller are two completely different characters, and he does that perfect. Oh, dude, man,
He did
so much stuff. All right, so going back to like the time skip, like I'll talk about like some of the changes like that happened a little bit because we don't immediately start Joel and Tess going after Robert.
Mm-hmm.
We see the two dudes that she kills that she insinuated she killed in the games. We see those two guys, and we don't see them.
So I love that you're here because I didn't even know that.
Bro, I'm telling you, like we see like how like what's going on. We see how she knows about Robert. That was a little change. Instead of like knowing where Robert is and going after him in the game, they're like, okay, now let's go find him and then fuck him up. But in the show, when they find him, he's already dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think I appreciate like the show differences. Like obviously you can't do a shot for shot.
Yeah,
because that's
but
a game.
the thing is, it makes sense.
It makes a whole
I was gonna say it makes it more realistic because in the game it's like
for sure.
It feels not program. You know what I mean? Like it feels like this is something that happened.
What's the word? Coincidence. Like it's like
like coincidence. Yeah.
I was gonna say also like they made this into a TV show. I know it's a TV show, but like somebody that didn't watch or like play the game at all can go to that TV show and know everything. Like the way they brought out the fireflies, like they're trying to like explode everything, and then they're trying to kill. You know what I mean? Like their enemies.
Yeah, you don't know who's gonna. Who's
you don't know
now.
who's what. And then how they went to the fireflies where Ellie was. Like it was just perfect. Like it's literally a TV show. Like you could just sit down and watch it. And you don't have to play the game to like understand. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, because
they did that shit perfect.
So all right, do you think it's time to finally talk about Ellie? See
the most controversial person. Everybody
feel like it's undeserved.
I gotta take it about her.
No, all right. Now see this is what I want. It's exactly what I wanted. Go ahead, say your take.
I feel like Ellie should have been a little more like nervous, shy in the beginning. I feel like in the TV she wasn't really that shy and nervous when like her and Joel were like, you know what I mean?
No, see, okay.
If that makes any sense.
No, I get you because I'll wait till I completely agree because like that was the thing I mentioned earlier, like how they like the change. They changed Ellie not too much, but like enough to notice, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because the way that's handled in the game, it's like they play Ellie like she's like the all right, I'm gonna go do this. I'm her. But the thing is, she wasn't her.
At that point,
she just thought she was.
She wasn't her until it was like they got to like probably like after like Bill's town after like all, and probably once they after like Tommy's dam, like once they get past that's when she's like starts becoming her.
I agree.
But they're acting like she's her right now, and that's
the
one thing that I could say that I'm not the biggest fan of. Don't get me wrong, I love Ellie. Like even in part 2, like I love Ellie as like a character. Mm-hmm. But that's just one thing that like I didn't really appreciate because also Tess, they sidelined the fuck out of Tess. Even though I was talking about how they're like, they gave her like a little bit more extra scenes from like the game and stuff. They sidelined the fuck out of Tess.
Yeah.
In this show. And that's also one thing I didn't like because Tess is such a cool character. Such a really cool character. Like she has little screen time in the game, but in the game she makes it.
I know. I play like I watched like some scenes in the game. I was like, all right, cool. But I didn't feel like she was a needle mover. Like she was cool as a character, but like you said, Ellie.
Keep in mind,
I feel like Ellie's character development is going to get like a lot better.
I don't think I'm with him. I think they know who the main characters are. As soon as Ellie's here, like we know. Like
see, I understand
they're trying to pinpoint these two right here are the ones we should be caring about.
Also, it's the first episode. You know what I mean? You never know what they're gonna do. You never know what they're gonna do at the end, but. I don't like how they did Ellie, man. That was the worst. That's not the worst, but that's the only thing I didn't really like.
I'm gonna say I don't like how she did. It's like I'm just like I gotta see more. Like it's like I'm just not the biggest fan of it right now. So it's like
Be shy and grow. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She's too
Yeah,
like,
I think that
too like, oh, I'm. You know what I mean?
So,
Like,
yeah,
no, I mean,
but that
don't get me wrong. It's like
wasn't she like that one?
no, see, I was gonna say that.
There was
I'm
one
not
scene
saying
in
she's
the
not too
beginning.
much, not too much.
shy,
Like that.
but I'm saying she's too much of like I could get this shit
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Like she's like she was like badass. She'll like
But
talk
did
you off.
I didn't get that from that episode. I thought
really-
she was only like combative towards Joe and Tess because they weren't Marlene.
No,
No.
because there's just one change. Like this is the change like that I'm talking about that like, got me feeling like that. It's when they escaped like Fedra, like they finally got out the city. Like it's like after it's when they find out she's infected, right?
Yeah.
In the game, I fucking love how they did it because Joel and Tess they've been through shit. Like they have been in the game. Like this is their world. So when they found out she was infected, Tess was like, "Nah, explain." She said, "You better hurry the fuck up and tell me why you infected." Right? Pointed the gun at her and everything. And this is what I mean. Like they sideline Tess, and that's why I'm kind of butthurt because I like Tess a lot. She was like, Joel, she's infected, Joel. I'm like, see, I didn't like that. Like, I like my character. Like,
Badass Tess.
I like the badass Tess. You
But
know?
they needed someone with, because you remember the whole game is full of badasses. If you really want to like boil it down to, they need somebody with somewhat emotion. I know what you mean though. Tess should have been like, look, if you don't explain right now, I'm just gonna blow your brains out
She
because
was ready.
there's no reason for me to be like you to be alive right now,
Exactly.
no matter
But
what.
in the beginning, she was like that when she was in the chair, and she was actually like the badass. Like, yo, like, yeah, you did this. That's cool. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, I'll talk to you later. And then she went to Joe. Like, yeah, we have to go get this dude. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go get this dude. I did not like that. What you said about it, like, yo, Joe, he's a fake. And he was like, you see this spent 3 days. Let's go. I'm like, yo, what?
That's what I'm talking about.
I was like, what the hell?
She explained it. She was scared, bro. Like,
Yeah, like, see, like, that's the thing. Like,
Too quick.
I like the shot where that happened, right? And Joel looks at the guy he just killed. Like, he looked back at her like that just made the wrong fucking decision. So she's like, oh, I'm the fight. She's like, yo, I just fucking killed this guy.
but the thing is, it's like I don't think that's what the story is.
I
yet.
watched the end where they explained the episode, and it was perfect because in the beginning when Joel killed the grandma and with the zombie thing, like his daughter was crying and like, oh my god, what did you just do? But when he killed the guy, the officer, and it was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's what I want. You know what I mean? Like that she was like, oh shit, like you know what I mean? Like that's good. You know what I mean? So Joel looked at her to see her reaction, like, are you gonna act like my daughter? And he was surprised by the way she acted, like, oh damn, like she didn't cry, she's like serious about this. That's what they talked about, like the producer, like that's how I wanted it to go. And
I got that same feeling from the game from the jump. I thought that it was a clear cut that Ellie wasn't Joel's daughter from the beginning.
No, for sure. Like it's clear that like obviously they the whole point of Ellie is that she's like independent, like she's Ellie, like she was born into this world, she know how it works and operates. I just don't like because she's still like 14. Like I guess my problem is that it's not exactly like that, and I exactly like the game, and I get that not everything should be exactly like the game. So I guess like as the episodes go on, I'll try to see it for like what it is, and maybe that'll give me like a different like view. Because keep in mind, like no matter what, like different medias, I feel like they're always different characters.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, there's gonna be slight differences in them. So I'll excuse it for now.
I think Last of Us 2 is a big reason why that's happening so early.
Probably.
I would. I think they want to set up to be the badass, like because you know what I'm saying. But Neil Druckmann said I have no plans of continuing the series past the games.
Unless they make another game.
So it's gonna stop at the same way it's stopping Last of Us 2.
DLCs
I bet you if
included.
this series goes crazy, he's gonna make more.
No.
He's making a Last of Us Part 3.
Yeah, probably that after, but
yeah.
But the show isn't doing. It's gonna stick to like.
It's gonna stick just to the thing.
Like deviate.
Is it gonna do the Ellie side? No, the side story of
It's gonna be in the season.
But now we're thinking too much. Let's put someone. I want to go with your favorite scene, right, guy?
Ooh, my favorite scene.
I want favorite scene.
Bro,
I want the rating, and I want next episode. What do you think is gonna happen?
Bro, there's a lot of good shots. I think my favorite, the one that really got me going, was when Joel met Marlene, or she saw Marlene for the first time, and then Ellie came out the door, and then Joel said, "Bitch."
Damn.
But I think my actual favorite scene probably, honestly, anything with like Sarah. Like once like the outbreak happened, and it was like dark. Anything with Sarah, like the whole cinematography, like when she went outside and she was like looking at the planes go by, like then that's when I was like, bro, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
So
this is getting crazy.
What about your rating?
My rating for the episode, I'm giving this rating a 9.2. That's very specific. The point 2 doesn't mean anything. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Now, next episode, what do you think? What do you want to see?
I don't know if you should dive
Okay.
deep dive into Ellie's backstory yet.
I
I feel like
feel
that should be
like-
like the
no.
next episode. But I think now is like we gotta get more like infected. I feel like we definitely need more infected. We got a taste of it, and like I don't think we talked about that.
They showed it in the
Yeah.
preview. 'Cause Ellie was like, "It's the first time killing one of these."
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
And he
One
was,
of the wall, right?
that was one. He was like
that's the
strapped
taste we
underneath
got.
some shit, with like his head or whatever.
Oh, he's like following the
Yeah,
neck.
yeah.
So like I don't like I feel like episode 3 and 4. That's when we're like, okay, now let's focus on Ellie because she is technically like the main character. But 9.2 next episode. Yeah, so I just look more infected. That's all I really want.
What about you, Rob?
Favorite scene? Believe it or not, I like when he picked up that kid. He just threw it in the fire. Like,
No.
he didn't care. Like that just showed like perfect. Like that's just how Joe is right now. Like he just cold blooded. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? He's cold blooded as hell.
Rating
9 out of 10.
and what do you want to see next episode?
I just want Joe and Ellie to like
Or
bond
bonding?
more. Yeah.
How many episodes is this season?
I have no idea.
I think they said 12.
I'm thinking. I heard like 9 or 12. So
Yeah.
It's a lot.
My
Hey.
favorite scene would
Yeah.
probably. I love the scene where Sarah's going through the books and you see the grandma like
I forgot about that.
the infected come. Like, oh, that's creepy as fuck.
Forgot about
And you know
that.
what's crazy? That's probably how it all started. Too.
Yeah, so creepy. I'm giving this shit a 10. I don't find nothing wrong with this episode. I think this House Dragon episode 1 was like perfect back to back. And next episode, I just want to see some world building. I want to see more set-a-thons. I want to see the more infected. I want to see the mosque going on the walls, going to cities and shit. That's what I want to see.
My favorite scene would probably be like Sarah, not Sarah, but the officer shooting Sarah, because it feels like we're in an apocalypse at this point. Like no one knows what's going to happen at this point, and it's like you got the government, and then you have everyone else. So they know what's wrong, but the orders are orders. So he didn't really want to shoot Sarah at that point. He didn't want to kill anybody. He just wanted to make sure everybody was cool. He even said, "Yo, it's a child. Like I don't even think she's infected." He's
He didn't
like,
even say that though.
Like, are you sure?
He didn't say that?
Like, you
Yeah,
sure?
no, in the
In the game,
he
his
seemed
child.
in the game he was a lot more reluctant. He was like,
So
"Yes,
he-
sir, it's a
could have sworn he was like that. In,
No, he said, "Sir." Yes, sir.
Well, that's why I'm kind of relating that to the thing. But yeah, like I just like the whole apocalypse. Like there's no real. It's not black and white anymore. It's like a gray area for everybody.
How about the rating?
I'm probably leaning towards 10 out of 10, but Ellie just made like a 9 for me.
How
No,
about
see, I definitely got to get used to Ellie for sure.
Yeah.
how about which one see next episode?
Honestly, I probably want to see more Joel, like his Joe. I keep saying Joe, and like his journey into like
Finding love. again?
not even finding love, just like connection and bonds. Because even though he has Tess, it's like I don't feel like that's connect. I feel like that's a survival trait. Like you need somebody like that to survive.
Do you think they're gonna make Joe like a badass?
Yeah,
Or
for
like,
sure.
you think he's just
Emotional.
Like,
I want to be a little more emotional too.
or you think
No,
he's gonna be out there like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, like killing like crazy, or he's gonna be
They
more
already
like
showed that a little bit.
They'll probably do that like the first couple episodes, and like towards the end he'll be more empathetic, like because Ellie's like changing him, and then he's changing Ellie. I'll be like, we just want to see how like the bond plays out.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm
in the game,
very,
it played
very
out
interested.
Well, guys, let's wrap this up. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this. Our new thing that we're doing
Yeah,
here.
you guys show some love. Maybe we'll do some more, carry it on. So thank you guys for watching.
Watching. It's your boy C Swerve.
It's Friday.
Super Cruise.
It's just.
Peace.